sitting second in the league in catches.
It's the Buccaneers and the Falcons.
All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
First opened in 20. All set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. A pass underneath to Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 22 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've already clinched the playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
They lost 4 there, and it's third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Brady on third down. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jordan Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. Walker now on 1st and 10. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up a throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kenneth Walker with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Brady now on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Brady's throw complete to Otten. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Again, it's Brady. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Now Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. On second down, here's Fournette. Evades him at the 20. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 19-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. Fourth down coming as the Bucs send on Cairo Santos for the field goal try. Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Here's Walker to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give to Walker on the read option. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. George Pickens with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London, 40 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And it's 21-3. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. He's really starting to get up there towards 1,000. He's now at 997 career catches. Throwing on first down, it's Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Evans has it left side.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. He completes it to Evans.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now he is just 2 catches away from 1,000 on his career. 998 currently. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this will be a Falcons first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this one's incomplete.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
He'll look to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Setting up the screen here, this is Walker.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the gun on third down, Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From just shy of midfield, Brady. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The final shot before half for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So we've come upon half.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
It's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Logan Hall just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Out of the gun now on third down.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They're going to try and throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Brady going to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Up the gut, Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Brady. Now He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Bucs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second and goal, Brady. And he wisely will throw that one away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Brady now on third and goal. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Arnold Ebiketie with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Santos' kick is up and through, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Second and 5. He's got this to Pickens.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And some room to work. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the one in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments. Well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter.
Walker once more, trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down.
And this time he is in.
Ken Walker,
his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Brady.
Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Now Brady got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thompson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
A give for Walker running right.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run the option left side. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. On third down, here's Walker. Able to slither by. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Brady now on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Brady now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a quarter, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On first down, Brady. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. 33 yards that time. To throw is Brady. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans from 19 yards away. And the Bucs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Up to the 20.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Walker once more. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they've got to feel good about this.
I'm the best, and the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get on go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get on go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the break and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking nothing from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard when I said it. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's spouting. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a do it, Mr. Knew I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it, that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run like a runner do it. Stand on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get on go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get on go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute.
It's alright, man. Cool. I been going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down.